Hey there, it's Quinn with PTSD, while black, and I'm just doing a check in because we attended a couples meeting today, and it really helps my brain to talk about what it is that I learned, and especially what I learned about myself. So, we were continuing the discussion on humility, and I love it. The title of the section was A Guiding Principle: We Are Not God. One of the important things we hear in 12-step programs is that there is a God and you are not it. Humility has to do with being aware of just exactly who you are and who you are not. And I really like this reading because it's a reminder, like, first when they said use the word God, I got so angry when I first came into programs because I'm like, I've been so hurt by the Christian God that my family of origin had. And it was healing because at the time I came to program, I was agnostic. And I was like, "I don't believe in a God." And they're like, God can be anything that has access to stuff that you don't. So think access to information, resources, and things that you do not, has more information than you. So at first, I let that be a doorknob. That was a very first thing because I needed God to be tangible and real. And a doorknob gives me access to more than, I have. But anyway, the point of this is, like, my view around that word has shaped just transformed over the years. But I'm having to have in this step, it's we are, let me read the step, for you again. It's we humbly asked God to remove our shortcomings and to recognize who I am and who I am not. And it really makes me think of that line in the song Body Beautiful by Salt and Peppa from Tu Wong Fu, Julie Newmar, thanks for everything. It's like, I am what I am, and that's all I can be. So just remembering that I am what I am, and that's all I can be. I'm limited by myself, but when I connect in to more information, more resources, then I can transcend who I am, if that makes sense. I come here limited, but I can transcend. So, I mean, I definitely agree with the alignment that we are God to an extent, but we have forgotten and limited ourselves. Um, so with this thinking, it was just two big things. Humility, accepting who I am and who I am not. I'm someone with a brain injury. I am not who I was before the injury happened. I'm quick to tempered. I love love. I love falling in love. I love being in love, and that's part of the core of who I am, and I'm so afraid of being hurt around love, but I'm willing to get out there and try. I struggle with grief. I struggle with death. Um, but I love learning. I love to grow. I love to look at how I'm behaving and how to shift my behavior so that I can be more useful to myself, my community, and the divine. I like to see myself transition in these ways. And that's who I am. Okay. And I'm honest to, like, a really bad degree. I'm honest. I can be very brutally honest. I can be bluntly honest. Um, and one of the things that I wanted to talk about, see if I can string these together. I am who I am, and I'm a woman. I identify as a cis het woman, okay? Um, and in this existence, I'm wanting to learn to be loved as a woman, to be safe as a woman with a man. Right now, that's where I'm wanting to be. I think I can be open to a relationship with someone who is not a man, but right now, I want that experience to be loved by a man who knows that he is a man. Um, and with the whole subject of drag and seeing men in drag, I'm like, honey, as long as I feel loved physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and connected as a woman to a man, I don't give a damn if you're wearing makeup. Let me tell you this, though, you better put it on right. Your lashes better be on straight because otherwise, I don't know you. Seriously, seriously. It's as long as I am being loved as a woman, that I get to have this reality. And at first I used to think, "Oh God, Quinn, that's so hateful." Because I was attending the program that helps with being survivors of those family members with sex addiction. So as a survivor of rape, it was I felt guilty for saying I want to be loved as a woman because I also want to be inclusive and accepting of others. But I have to accept I am what I am, and where I am limited is first I need to know what it's like to be loved fully as a woman, trusted, believed, protected, honored as a woman, and respected as a woman before I can try to have any other kind of relationship. And that's what I communicate with my husband, and I'm actually receiving this being loved as a woman, and it is beautiful. It is safe, it's sacred, and it's whole. So I'm really getting to appreciate this. And in the meeting today, it just reminded me so much, let go of the shame of not be thinking that I'm inclusive enough. First, I need to include me. That's first. If I'm not including me, I'm not including anybody else. So I really had to learn that. It's like RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell you loving somebody else? Can I get an amen? Okay, okay. So that's a lesson that I'm just like having to embrace right now. But the other piece that was really important to me is I'm a black woman. I'm a plus size woman. I'm a woman who is differently abled. And some people believe that a woman who is fat should not be in a relationship. Some people believe that a black woman it has to be strong and independent and on her own. Some people believe that people who are differently abled shouldn't have much, or maybe I need to be limping with a cane, or to have that you could see the wound of my brain injury, like that my head is cracked open in order for that to be acknowledged. Well, here's the thing. Those people don't have my conditions. They don't have my life. They don't. I do. And the other part of this is people project their opinions, their expectations, and their judgments on us. And what I have done that was wrong, that hurt me, that is my defect of character, my shortcoming, is that I chose to wear those projections. I chose to put on and act as if I do not deserve this love, this joy, this security, this comfort in my life, this identity, this understanding. I put on their projections, and that's where I have been wrong. And what I have been doing to people is I have been reacting to wearing their projections of who I'm supposed to be. I've been reacting to it, and I'm powerless over the way I react, especially with the brain injury. Which I'll go quick to cuss somebody out, or I'll be quick to shut down and do the silent treatment, or to walk away from an entire situation, or blow an entire situation up bigger than it needs to be. That's my defective behavior. And those are the default patterns that I've chosen. I chose this because I believed I was limited, because I believed in the limitations that others put on me, when in reality, that's their issues with themselves. It's not mine, and it's not mine to wear, right? So I just got that reality that I am who I am, and I don't deserve the bullshit limitations that others want to put on me. And that's why I really think of, you know, like attracts like. I've been getting unfortunate circumstances in my life. A large part of it is because I've been accepting people's opinions about Black women, about being Black, about being a woman, about being fat, about having a brain injury, about being differently abled, about being a self injurer. I've worn everyone else's opinions, and they do not fit me. They do not fit the direction of my life that is going with the divine. That's what I'm getting. And the situation that I'm dealing with the gang stalking is because there are some individuals in southern states like Texas and Tennessee who believe, or in Mississippi, who believe I should be limited and that I shouldn't have boundaries for myself. And that when I choose me, it makes them feel less than, or that they're angry because I am loved by somebody who wants to be with me, which I think he's a weirdo, but he wants to be with me, right? And that I don't deserve it. But we did the work. We showed up. So I'm kind of like, no, I don't need to wear their limitations. If people are angry that I am doing okay, despite all the bullshit that's happened in my life, that's for them to sort out for themselves. And they may have reacted with gang stalking behavior. They may have, but it's not for me to take that on. It's not for me to wrap up in it. It's not for me to bundle it up and make that my identity because I don't deserve that treatment. I am in relationship with the divine. And what I'm getting from this relationship is being exactly who I am, loving who I am, and being willing to transcend the normal ways that I react to the shitty situations that life hands me. So that I'm not cussing everybody out, or I'm not hiding, or I'm not shutting down, or I'm not crying all the time, or having outbursts. But there are other choices that I get when I connect to more of my wholeness of who I am as a person with the divine. So that was the big aha from today's meeting. I'm like, wow. So it really, really just sinks in for me that it's not Quinn who's going to remove her defects of character. It's going to be going through these shitty ass situations and asking what other way is there? How else can I lovingly show up for myself? And so I say that as possibly some hope for other people who are dealing with oppressive situations or gang stalking, that you are who you are. You deserve wellness. And it's okay to own your limitations. And it's okay to own exactly what you're good at, baby. Own it. And let the rest just fall away. But it's working on your relationship with you, your higher self, the divine, all that is, all that was, all that ever will be, God, Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to call it. But you do not have to wear other people's expectations and projections on you. And that's why I'm hated, is because I know I don't have to wear them. And I occasionally take them off and I strut my stuff and I am full on me. And that makes some people uncomfortable. Well, baby, get uncomfortable. I have a shirt that I sell on my Redbubble website called HypnoQuinn, Redbubble/HypnoQuinn. Get uncomfortable. Go. Do it. And love yourself while you're in the process. All right, till next time. Peace.